everyone and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a video about my favourite makeup products, and this is my first video, so I'm just going to be kind of feeling my way through it and seeing what type of videos I'd like to do on this channel. Obviously makeup is one of my many passions, but you guys can also recommend things that you might like to see, so let's get started. The first things that I'm going to talk about today are palettes. So I think there's one face palette and the rest are like eyeshadow palettes. So my first favourite palette is the Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow palette. First of all, it smells amazing. Like, I want to eat it, it's so good. And then it comes with a blush, a highlighter, and a bronzer. Now, I was actually kind of lucky. I really like this bronzer, and I'm quite fair, so a lot of bronzers can look quite orange on pale skin tones. But I think that this one actually makes my skin look really, really nice. Same with the blush. I really like the blush. I thought I wouldn't because it kind of looked a bit dark in the pan. I don't know, that's just my opinion. But on the cheeks, I think it looks really nice. So yeah, it's pretty good. The highlighter, it's really nice. Don't get me wrong, like, I like it, but it is kind of like a darker pinky shade. And I'm quite pale, and I put it on my skin, and personally, I don't really like it on its own, so I rather pair it with like Albatross with NARS, like something white or something lighter than this highlighter, because I just feel like it looks better on my face. Then one of my holy grails that I will always love, and I just am obsessed with it, is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. It's beautiful and I love it. Like, again, it smells absolutely stunning. My favourite shades are probably Salted Caramel Milk Chocolate and Semi-Sweet, which is this one. And then I'm also in love with Triple Fudge, because that's the shadow that I use on my brows. It's really good, and also what I really like about it is it comes with a really big white shade and also a really big highlighter shade. So especially with staples to highlight under the brow bone, or just to set my eyes with, especially the white one, I really like. I also really like Marzipan, which is really like sparkly pink. So I really like this palette because I feel like it's got all your transitions. It's got golds, it has a gold, it's got like two darker brown shimmer shades, so I feel like that's really good as well. Oh, I have another face palette. So there's a company in Australia called Sports Girl, and they have a makeup line. Normally I wouldn't go towards their makeup, I wouldn't buy their makeup personally, that's just not me. But I mean, I have tried a few of their items and actually really good. Like this one, it's the Sports Girl On The Glow Amazing palette. So I saw it and I loved it. The packaging is like holographic, it's really cute. It comes with 4 shades. So it comes with a gold. Now these two white shades, well, they aren't really white. This one is like a holographic pink shade. And then this one's like a holographic lavender blue shade, and then we have a blue highlighter. So I'll see if I can show you on my arm. I really like them. They actually look really good on the skin, and especially like the gold shade really suits my skin tone as well. Like, it's not too dark and it's not too light, which is something that I really like. So if you can kind of see on my arm, I'm not really good at this, sorry. They're there. That was probably the worst arm swatch anyone's ever seen. Basically, they're really good and I love them. So, apologies. The next one, I love this palette because it's the first palette I ever bought with my own money. My happy little self walked into David Jones with their, I think it was 50, with her $50 note, and she grabbed it and I was like, can I please have this? Thank you. And I've never felt better in my life walking up, be like, I just bought my own eyeshadow palette. So it is the Balm Nude Tude eyeshadow palette. It's really cute. As you can see, it's really dirty. It's really disgusting. I don't really use it anymore. I just like to keep it for just the memories. But this white shade called Sassy and Standoffish, which is this pink shade right here, I love and I'm obsessed with. And what I actually really like is Serious and Sleek. So this is Serious, this is Sleek. This black is absolutely amazing. I feel like in some black eyeshadows, they can come off a bit not as pigmented, or they might come off a bit grey. I don't know, that's me personally have had experience where I've used a black shade to try and do like a cute little line and it hasn't been as pigmented. But this one is like really, really, really dark and I really like it. It also came with a little brush. I lost it, but that's fine. I mean, I got plenty of other brushes though. But I also kind of liked that it did come with a brush. Then I have my two Morphe palettes. So I have the Morphe 35F and the Morphe 35B. So the 35F palette is stunning. It comes with, so all these shades down here are matte, which I really, really, really like. And then the rest are shimmers. This white shimmer shade, I don't know if you can see because my shit lighting, but it's really good. It's really shimmery and I really like to use it to highlight under my brow bone. And then just to use the bottom shades as transition shades. I don't really reach this palette a lot because a lot of the shimmers are quite dark and I don't really wear really dark shimmer colours, but I feel like if you do like that, this would be a great palette for you. And it also has some really nice golds and copper shades, so like I love this colour. And like these two colours here are really nice, like a copper shimmer shade. And then, so the 35B, if no one's like ever used it, is really, really bright. I don't really use the greens or the blues. I tend to just use the purples and like the pinks and the oranges and yellows. I love doing crazy eye looks, so I'll do like a red crease with orange and yellow and all these crazy colours, or I'll do like a pink smoky eye using all the purples and pink shades in here, which I really love to do. And I feel like this is a great palette if you want to explore doing more loud makeup, or if you do just personally like really loud makeup. Like, I love it. And this white is like a bone white shade, so I feel like the one in the Too Faced is like white, but if you want like a really, really white bone white colour, the one in the 35B palette is for you. So the next products I'm going to kind of move on to are like face. It's like foundations, concealers, face powders, and all that jazz. So my favourite drugstore, if you will, foundation is the Fit Me Matte Poreless in 110. As I said before, I'm quite pale, like I'm borderline piece of paper, which is fine. But not a lot of brands in Australia kind of cater for that colour. So like we've got Maybelline, we've got Rimmel, like Max Factor, which I think is just an Australian brand, but they're like porcelain colours, oxidize, or they're too pink for me, and I just end up looking like a hot mess. Like I end up looking a different race. It's not cute and I really don't like it. Otherwise this one's actually my shade, doesn't oxidize, and it's really buildable as well, so if I want to go for a natural look, I'll just chuck this on and it'll be fine. Or I can layer it up, which I really, really like, so it's a keeper. And they do have a really, really big shade range in my opinion, so if that's something that you're looking for and you want to spend, you know, a drugstore type of price tag on something, Fit Me would be great. Then I have for concealers, I don't really use like high-end concealers. Like I had a Kat Von D one, but that one ran out, which is really good, don't get me wrong. But I'm not the type of person to be like, I'm going to spend like all this money on a concealer. Like if it's cheap and it works, why not? So the Master Conceal in 10 Fair is amazing. And it's also like a yellow tone because I have quite pink cheeks. So I have to use, I don't know, I just kind of like using more yellow toned concealers and foundations because I feel like it covers it better. I don't know, this is my opinion. So this one's really full coverage and it's really, really good. If you want something that's really full coverage, get this because I really love it. And I don't think I haven't really heard a lot of people talk about it. Like I've heard Michael Finch talk about it and he even said in his video that he thinks a lot more people should be using this. So get it. Then I use the NYX Full Coverage Concealer in C1 Porcelain. It comes in a little jar like this. I have been obsessed with this. I've gone through like two or three of these. They're absolutely amazing. They're so full coverage, and I feel like a lot of people talk about the NARS Creamy Concealer or the NARS Concealer that comes in a pot. I feel like this does the exact same thing, or would, because it's just so full coverage. So, I mean, it's a good price. It's only like $10. It's full coverage. It's my colour. Like, why not buy it? Then spend like $50 on something that could be a hit or miss for me. Then I've got the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation in the colour Light 42 Neutral. Love it, bit of an issue. I'm just used to grabbing the lighter shade and be like, bam, done, that's me. I grabbed, I think, the second or third lighter shade. It's like white on my face. So I tend to mix it with my Fit Me. But I kind of want to go back and see if they actually have my shade, or if there's like a little bit of a darker foundation than this one. So it looks a bit better, but hopefully they've got one. But this is really, really good. Full coverage, stays for ages. I just love it. It is quite expensive. So in the Sephora near me, I think it's $49. I think it's $49 or $50, which is all right because the other high-end foundations in Sephora are like $80 or $65. I'm like, I'm not made of money. So that one was a big price, and I hardly use it. Well, I kind of use it, but as you can see, like I've had it for a year and I've only used that much because I use it sparingly. Because, like I said, not made of money, and I can't afford to buy a new one right now. Then I'll go into face powders. So I've got two. I've used this one a lot, that the Even brand's rubbed off. It's by Australis, and it's their pressed Ready Set Go. Yeah, Ready Set Go finishing powder. I really, really love it. I use it to set under. Oh, great lighting. I use it to set under my eyes. So what I do is I put my foundation on. I'll set under my eyes, my nose, and around my mouth. Kind of let my foundation dry down a little bit more. And then I'll go in with my Matte Maker Mattifying Powder by Maybelline, which I've hit pan on both of them because I'm literally obsessed with them. This one's really good because it's my shade. It sets my foundation great. I think it adds more coverage. And they're both drugstore, so I think they're really great. This one does give me a little bit of flashback, just a little bit. But I feel like if I just run a little of the Matte Maker over under my eye, then I'm fine, I'm set. But they're really, really good. Both drugstore, great prices, so go snatch them. If you're in Australia, I'm pretty sure that's the only, I don't think they sell Australis overseas, obviously. So if you're in Australia, definitely get that. Like their liquid lipsticks are really good too, Australis's lipsticks. Then we're gonna go into like highlighters and bronzer. So as I talked about the Too Faced, just the peachy palette with their bronzer, I really like that to warm up my face, bronze up my face. And then I go in with the Hoola bronzer by Benefit in just the normal one. So I've hit pan on this one. This is really good. Personally, I wouldn't use the light one only because, I don't know, I just feel like it wouldn't look good on me. Plus, I feel like if you use this sparingly and blend it out properly, then you're fine. Especially being pale. So when I brush this over my cheeks to contour, I think it looks really, really good. It's really buildable, really blendable, you know, all the things you'd love. And it's really pigmented too. But it's not like pigmented to where you put a little bit on and you gotta like do all this, like blend it out like crazy and it sticks. Like a little bit goes a long way. It's pigmented and it's quite easy to blend. So I know with some other bronzers I've used, I've gone to put a little bit on and then it gets stuck and then you can't blend it out and it's just a hot mess. With this one, it's really easy to just apply it onto your cheeks, which I really, really like. One of my favourite blushes, this is actually the first blush I purchased with my own money, was the NARS Orgasm, and I've had it for so long. Just a little one. I think it's a really pretty colour. I'm wearing it right now. I don't know if you can see. But it just gives you a really, really nice kind of flush over the cheeks. And it's got little specks of gold in it, if you can see. So, yeah, I chipped the corner, which is really, really devastating. But I think it really just gives you a more lively look, which I really, really like. So that's a really good blush. And then the Mary Lou Luminizer changed my life. I absolutely love it, and it's a really nice light gold kind of champagne-y colour. I'm actually wearing it right now. Ooh, that's not good lighting. There, boom, boom. Really pigmented, high shine, just, I can't even. I love a good highlight. Like I would pack on Albatraz, and when I packed on Albatraz, it would give me this, except with a little bit more of a white colour. One swipe of this, and I'm glowing. Like I love it. Then eye things, so eye stuff like mascaras and all that jazz. So, three of my favourite mascaras are the Rimmel Scandal Eyes, the red one. So this is just for like elongating your lashes. Then this one's a Scandal Eyes Flex Mascara. So this one's more like thickening. And then I have the Colossal Big Shot. Personally, I bought this and it just really clumps up my lashes and I really don't like it. And I tend to mix my mascara, so like I'll mix these two or these two or these two. And it just, like, it's good, don't get me wrong, but it really clumps up my lashes and I just have to go in and fix it, and then you've got clumps and then they stick together and then you gotta unclump it, and it's like, especially if you're in a rush and I'm trying to do my lashes and I'm there like with my nails, like, it's really not a good look, really don't like it. But I mean, it does its job, so what can I say? Then I've got the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in Espresso. I love this. Looking back on old photos of my eyebrows, I was like chronic block brow, nothing, not cute, don't like it. I would just blend out the front with powder and like just draw it on with powder, Bob's your uncle, and I'd walk out the house. And now I'm ashamed that I even did that because it just didn't look good. Like, I feel like it can look good from afar, but personally mine look really blocky, and I feel like if your hairs don't look like they're coloured, you just look like you've got two little blocks and like snails on your face. No shame if you just use powder, but I was also really bad at blending as well, like trying to blend out my brows. But I mean, if you just use powder and blend out your brows and that works for you, knock yourself out, because I praise you if you were talented and were able to pull that off, because I wasn't. So this is really good, and I use it to run through my brows. Oh, hello there. So as you can see, my hairs are kind of like coloured and it looks a little bit more better, and like I've got like a more of a gradient near the front of my brow, and then it goes out into the darker end, and this really, really helps me do that, so thank you. Then I got the Australis Metallics. I love these in Guns and Rose Petals and Gold Gaga. I use these to put in my inner corner because they're really, really pigmented. They look like an eyeshadow, like a powder shadow, but they're like a cream, and then they kind of go into like a powder form. It's weird, but I really, really like it. And they really help brighten up your eyes. So like I've got the in my inner corners today. Oh, hello eyes. And I used the colour Guns and Rose Petals, which is like a white, more champagne-y colour, and this is more like a gold, like a high glitter gold colour. Then on to my last thing, thank God, is lips. So first thing, I have quite plump lips as it is, but I also like to use the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. It's a bit, yeah. It normally doesn't look like that. It looks like a cute holographic. I just put it on over my foundation lips. That's why it looks a little bit rank. But this really helps to plump up my lips, and I kind of look a bit like Kylie Jenner. So like that was probably a better discovery than using the cups, but I mean, we all learn. So it's fine. Then I've got 3 Jeffree Star products. I've got Dream House, Blue Velvet, Crocodile Tears. I probably use Dream House the most, and I'll put it over like a mauvey deeper pink lip liner, or like a lipstick, like a more nudie tone lipstick to kind of make it pop. And then I don't use these too much. Haven't really used them much, but they're also really, really, really pigmented. So I really love these. And the smell, these two don't ever smell, but this one does, and it smells absolutely stunning. Love it. It's some people like it, some people don't, but I personally like it, so that's just me. Then I have the Rimmel lipstick in 700 Naughty Nude. This lipstick came in like a pack, so it came with like a lip liner to match. So that's the colour. Ooh. So it's really nice, kind of like mauvey pink. It's quite high shine, so I tend to mattify it down and like blot my lips. Then I have the L'Oreal Lip Paint Liqueur. It's like a really deep purple shade, which I really, really like. Where's the colour? 107 Dark River. So that's Dark River. I have to admit, when I put it on my lips, it's more glossy than like a... it is like a lip paint liqueur, but it's very sticky, I find, and it gets everywhere. So you kind of have to use it with a lip liner. Well, I try to use it with a lip liner and not use as much. And then it doesn't really tend to move, but I don't know, that's just me personally. Then my last favourite is the Too Faced Melted Matte in Lady Balls, which I'm wearing right now. I actually got some lady today, when I went to go get my food, when I was just out shopping. She's like, I really like your lipstick. Like, it really looks good on you. I was like, thanks. It's Lady Balls by Too Faced. You're welcome, free promo. But it's really nice, and it doesn't move, it doesn't feel heavy, and it stays there. I can eat, I drink with it on, and it still, like, looks absolutely amazing. It's come off a little bit here, but I mean, that's normal. So that's what it looks like dried down. And yeah, so those are all kind of all my favourite makeup products. Subscribe, stay tuned, put my notifications on. I'm not sure what I'm gonna upload next, or like my uploading schedule, because obviously I'm just getting started. But I'd really like to do some more makeup, beauty videos. I do like to sing a little, so maybe something like that. So if anyone's watching, probably not, but oh well, if you are, comment and just tell me what you want to see, or I guess just have fun watching whatever I post next. See ya!